Bust it.
Hello out there. Thanks for joining us on the platform this morning. Political Platform reviews political developments in Nigeria. We also draw lessons from abroad if there is need to. And we also do analysis and we have our opinion on some of the issues that are on top of the burner. And the beautiful aspect of the program is your own contribution, where we indeed celebrate your opinion, your suggestions on how we can deepen the roots of our young democracy, and let everybody be participants in the democratic process. So you write to us through politicalplatform@yahoo.com and share your views with us. Tell us what you feel about the issues, and then offer suggestions to cap up your contribution. My name is Okiri Agbonsuremi, and I have Uju Eje with me this morning on the program. Uju, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Okiri.
And I also have Mustafa Mohammed on the platform this morning. A lot of issues are up. Mustafa, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
A lot of issues are up. We did almost 2 days now, 3 days of a review of the situation in the Southeast. And yesterday, the entire Southeast was near grounded. Some persons said over 90% of the call was heeded by those who stayed at home. Either they stayed at home out of fear that they could be attacked by those who believe in the cause, or they indeed believe that they have to be part of the process of agitating for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, which IPOB believes in. But we also commend all of them who did very peacefully yesterday, largely, and then the security men who were also admonished yesterday not to do anything to inflame passion and cause, and we didn't want to report deaths over protests that can be peaceful. It went well yesterday. Now we encourage Nigerians, if you have grievances, if you have anything to say against marginalization that everybody is shouting about, please do it peacefully. Somebody has asked us why we have shut up, kept quiet over the sack of the PENCOM leadership and the initial cries over the obvious flouting of the PRA, that is the Pension Reform Act. Why we just, after about 2, 3, 4 episodes, we left it, and now but we want to tell you that we didn't keep quiet. When we raised the issue on this program, our hope was that the issues would be reversed. I mean, Chinenu had not completed her tenure as DG of PENCOM, and we thought that our initial criticisms would make it possible for government to take a look at it, particularly the act that says the DG of PENCOM can only be removed in the public interest. No explanations as to that was given. Nobody told anybody why she was removed. We were not told that she was corrupt. She had worked hard over the years with her team to garner 6.5 trillion in the pension funds, and that is probably what is attractive. But it will be a writer also wrote to us this morning to ask why we have not talked about it, and he offered his opinion.
And Ahiria, you know that the Act also says even if that person is removed before completing her tenure, the replacement should come in the geopolitical zone, yeah, in the light of federal character.
Well, we will be taking a look at that, why we'll be raising the questions on the program this morning. And our acting president is a professor of law, so we don't need to teach him. Nobody here is qualified to teach him law. In fact, he is the one qualified to teach all of us law. So apart from that, he has a responsibility. He has sworn to the oath to obey all the laws in Nigeria. We will review it in the course of the program, and we'll also talk about some of the other issues, all the other issues. And we will not forget to ask you if you have a voter card. If you do not have a voter card, the doors are open now as we speak. You can go to the local government offices of the Independent National Electoral Commission and put your name on the voter register, and they will give you a card. You cannot but be prepared for 2019 or all the other elections.
Okiria is actually very sweet. You register a voter's card, driver's license, international passport. Tax. In other countries, you have one data, they produce everything for you. This call is not because we don't want voter registration. Let Nigerians register. But when are we going to get to the promised land where you have,
one single data?
Yes.
Well, we'll get there. And for our brothers and sisters in the Southeast who just protested yesterday sitting at home, please take time off. Go and put your name down.
But Okiria, it's going to be a big story if those who stay at home also decided they are not going to register. But mind you, they have it.
They just have to. Somebody has advised them. We are going to be taking that in the mail this morning. Somebody is asking, please go and put your name down and do the revolution. In the service,
you've made your point. Now, do the normal thing.
Let's go to our mailbox. Let's see who is talking to us this morning through political platform at yahoo.com.
Hello and welcome to the mail segment. I am Usai Yari.
And I'm Amaka Okoro. Welcome.
We begin with reactions on the Biafran issue. Collins Eze in Kubo Abuja says, Dear crew, the almost total compliance of the sit-at-home ordered by the indigenous people of Biafra in the southeast and beyond is a clear indication that this struggle has eaten deep into the minds and psyche of almost every Igbo man and has become more of an ideology than a struggle. The onus is on the Buhari-led federal government to quickly engage the Southeast in a genuine dialogue aimed at ameliorating the obvious injustice and marginalization of yesteryears. I commend the IPOB for being peaceful all through, and also the security agents for their professional conduct. Remember, you can't beat a child and at the same time ask him not to cry. God bless us all.
And still on the Biafran struggle, Chidike Ejiofor from Kuje in Abuja says, the political platform crew has demonstrated much political naivety in the analysis of the Biafran agitation. They fail to see behind the agitation the most potent tool to achieving the much talked about restructuring of the system, which every lover of progress in Nigeria is asking for. My people say, if you want to ask somebody for one thing you doubt you could get from him, ask him for 5 things. After accusing you of greediness, he will then oblige you that one thing. Again, ANC, during the apartheid struggle in South Africa, raised a special defiance team who went to town doing just those things they were prohibited from doing, with a view to getting apprehended and jailed, which shot up the popularity of their cause. So please, keep your advice to yourselves and allow Nnamdi Kanu to flout his bail condition. Or are you the ones that will be jailed?
Over to the Pencom saga. Malaka Isikwe in Delta State says, the controversies and uncertainties trailing the nation's pension industry in recent times is most unfortunate. The 13th April 2017 announcement of the removal of the former pension leadership from office was shocking, given that it raised the pension funds from 2.9 trillion naira to 6.5 trillion naira in less than 3 years. It protected the funds from any form of corruption and introduced innovations that made Pencom win the African Pension Award in 3 straight years. But even more worrisome is the flagrant contraventions of the Pension Reform Act 2014 by the federal government. Not only were the procedures for removal in Section 21 subsection A to J of PRA 2014 contravened, but also breached was Section 21 subsection 2, which provides that, in the event of a vacancy, the president shall appoint a replacement from the geopolitical zone of the immediate past member that vacated office to complete the remaining tenure. But while the former DG, Mrs. Chinelo Anohua Mazu, hails from Anambra in the southeast, the government first appointed Aliyu Diko from Kaduna, northwest Nigeria as a replacement. The controversial removal of the DG